released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. New York ahead. They're up by 5. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin and Dwayne. A very tight game here. What's the #1 thing you need to do in the second half?
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Freak. He's got 14 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
I want everyone here Canada Center to get it up and cheer on your dance band.
We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. #1, the Knicks.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Deng in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Freak kicks to Anthony. Inside, there's Freak. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. 16 points for Freak.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Now here is Lowry. Defense is right there. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Freak kicks to Anthony. Lopez, a screen on Deng. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 16.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Deng passes to Lowry. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Over the last month, let's see how the Toronto Raptors fared in the NBA rankings. 7th in steals, 8th in scoring, and they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
And let me add a few words about all their steals. I mean, they bring that toughness and aggression defensively. You don't get to be a top 10 team in that category by accident.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Raptors. Burke, he's checked in for Patterson. Terrence Ross comes in for Luol Deng. And Corey Joseph subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And then for New York, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Lopez. Smith comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Tony Roten in for Aaron Aflalo. There's the bucket, good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Raptors trail by 3. Now Joseph, he hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Screened by Valanciunas. Over to the left wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Freak dishes to Hawes. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Toronto, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Now here's Valanciunas, guarded by Hawes. And Valanciunas kicks to Burke. Shot clock at 5. Ross, that's good.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
Boy, you can actually feel it. It's palpable. The energy level on both sides has really gone up a bunch.
Lowry with the ball. 8 points for him. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness. And now let's take a look at the stats for Kyle Lowry. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. He's putting up 13 points a game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, he definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Roten, the pass to Freak. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense. And it's right between the paint and the three-point line. And boy, have they been rock solid.
Screened by Valanciunas. And here is Joseph. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Ross in the corner. The tray. And that's collected by Spencer Hawes. For New York, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. And Joseph kicks to Ross. Here's Scola. Knicks with the rebound. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He went over the offensive plan, and that hinges on running through Valanciunas. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And the pass to Roten. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 1.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Ross kicks to Valanciunas. Down low, Joseph. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Joseph's got 4 points this quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here's Stevenson. T right on him. Shot's good. Stevenson's got his first bucket in this one.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. He kicks it to Burke. Scola at the elbow. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here. The Raptors making a switch here. Scola's checked in. And then for New York, Zingas, he's checked in for Smith. Flalo comes in for Roten. And Freak subbed in for Larkin. And New York, looking at who they've got, Freak, he's in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's a follow, and it's Anthony in at the 3. Here's Burke. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Burke's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Now here's Freak. DeRozan defending, and that one's good. Freak's got 20.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Deflects the pass. Afflalo, that's good. Now it's a 4-point New York lead.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Lots of room. And again, it's New York. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New York.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Anthony on the wing. Corner shot. And that one swishes right in. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for the Knicks.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Stokes. And it's Patterson in for Burke.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. And Lopez gets it to go.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
.131 left to play in the final quarter. Lowry drives in. Here's Valanciunas. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. With a step back, and he hits the jumper for 2. DeRozan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
There's Freak, and again, it's New York.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That's good from Lowry on the assist from DeRozan.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Excellent night for Carmelo Anthony. He's got 27 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner.
Okay, guys, the clock is our enemy now. Time to focus up and know your roles.
All in that move.
Play. Free. You got the look. Take us
So
home.
it's New York picking up the win. A solid